Welcome to another lesson of Microsoft Excel. In this lesson, we're going to learn about COUNTIF and COUNTIF-S. So you might think that both of them sound quite the same and works quite also the same, but there is a difference. The difference between COUNTIF and COUNTIF-S is that COUNTIF is designed for counting cells with single cell condition or the similar data which you're searching for in one range, whereas COUNTIF-S can evaluate different criteria in the same or different ranges. When doing financial analysis, COUNTIF helps in doing a quick analysis. So what is the COUNTIF function? So we use the COUNTIF function, one of the statistical function, to count the number of cells that meet a criteria. For example, count the number of times a particular city appears in a customer list. In its simplest form, COUNTIF says COUNTIF, where do you want to look, what do you want to look for, and how many of them are there. So it works in both digits like alphabets and also numbers. Well, both of them works in both of them. So I'm gonna do is show you some examples which I have in this array over here. You can see that there are several colors and also digits. So what we're gonna do is obviously start searching for data by using COUNTIF. So do or find COUNTIF, what we're gonna do is let's take a cell and then start typing in the function or the formula. So what I'm gonna do first is, obviously we know when we're typing in a function or a formula, we type an equal and then COUNTIF. You can see both of them are different, so I'm gonna use the COUNTIF first. So we're gonna do with colors first. So first off, select the range. So I'm gonna select the range over here and then comma, and we need the criteria. So the criteria will be quotation. Let's select which one we want to search for. Let's say we want red. As you can see, we have red a couple of times here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, 4 of the times. Okay, so I'm gonna do is type in red and then double quotation close, and what we're gonna do is close the parentheses. After closing the parentheses, hit enter, and you can see red is 4 times over here, so you don't have to worry about it. Okay, now what we're gonna do is do another one. So first off, to find the other one, what I'm gonna do is type in equal, and then let's search for yellow this time. COUNTIF, and then the range, comma, double quotation, yellow, double quotation close the parentheses, hit enter, and you can see yellow is 3 times over here. 1, 2, 3. Well, 3 yellows. Now the last one, what I'm gonna search for is like blue. Okay, equal COUNTIF, range, select the range, my bad, COUNTIF, double quotation close, and then close the parentheses, hit enter. So this is how you will find the number of the similar type of data you need. Okay, so what I'm gonna do right here is show you again. This one was blue, right? So I'm gonna see how many time of blue was there in the range. 1, 2, 3. Okay, what I'm gonna do right here is type in another blue, and from here I'm gonna select or maybe make another, and you can see 4. And what I'm gonna do is make another blue over here, so you can see the value is changing as you change the data in the array. Now, as we've shown you the alphabets, I'm gonna also show you how numbers work in this, okay, or how you can also use it to find numbers. So I'm gonna type in equal COUNTIF, now select the range, now comma. Now another thing what you have to keep in mind that you only need to put double quotation when you're using alphabets, but for numbers you don't need to put in double quotation. Just type in, let's say 1, close the parentheses, hit enter, and you can see 1 is 6 times over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, now I'm gonna do another one. It's gonna be equal, and then let's search for 36. Count if, select the range, comma, and what I'm gonna do is search for 36 this time. Close the parentheses, hit enter, and 36 is 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now I'm gonna search for another one, which is gonna be 12. Equal, count if, select the range, comma, 12. You can see 12 is 2 times, just as in the range. Okay, as we've done with count if, you can also search for like only single array. Okay, but it only works on double array when you are using COUNTIF-S. So what we're gonna do now is go to COUNTIF-S function. So I'm gonna show you how COUNTIF-S function works in Microsoft Excel and how you can automate or start functioning with it. So as I've told you before, that COUNTIF-S function can take several criterias in different arrays, not just one but also two. Okay, now what I'm gonna do is obviously search for some data, or also you can see here that I have a specific type of data here. Well, these are the names, continent, sales, and cost. So what we're gonna do here is, let's say which region, or let's say East region, maybe like Asia. Okay, Asia, there is 2 Asian continents here with different sales. Okay, now what I'm gonna do here is, let's say Asian continent with at least 400 sales. Okay, let's say at least 250 sales. Okay, now what I'm gonna do here is find out the if it's true or not. So I'm gonna show you an example and later on let you guys know what it does. Okay, so I'm gonna do is type in equal COUNTIF-S and then the criteria range 1. So I'm gonna select the first range, so I'm gonna select the continents first. Now after the continent is selected, I'm gonna put a comma. Now which data do I need, which criteria do I need? So the criteria is gonna be, let's say Asia. For here, Asia, double quotation, just as I told you, when you're using alphabets you need to put in double quotation or else it's not gonna work. Put in a comma, then the criteria range 2, which is gonna be the sales, then comma again. This time we have to use a greater than sign, so greater than or less than sign. Okay, so for that, if it's not like a number, you obviously need to put a double quotation. So I'm gonna put double quotation. Now what I'm gonna do is put like this mark over here and then put like greater, or maybe greater or equal to 250. So double quotation, close the parentheses, hit enter, and you can see both of the data are now greater than 250. Now let's say I'm gonna put Asia over here. It's still 2. Why is it 2? Because this is 247. Well, let's see what if we change the data over here. Now you can see it has turned to 3. So you can see how COUNTIF-S function works in Microsoft Excel. Now what I'm gonna do here is also, let's say, change the revenue. If I want to change the revenue, or let's say the cost, I can also do that. So if I want to change that, which is gonna be right over here, Asia, which has 35,383. Okay, so if it's like I want to change the data right now, so what I'm gonna do right here is I'm gonna sort them one by one. To keep them sorted, I'm gonna select all of them and sort and filter them. Filter, and all of them are now filtered. So what you can do from here is also filter your data. Let's say if you have a really big array, and you can also filter your data through here. Let's say I'm going to select only Asia, so I'm going to unmark the other ones and press OK. And then you have a better array. Okay, and then you can do it yourself. Let's say I'm going to change the data here again, 30, and you will see the number here will turn into 2. If I change this one to 100, and this will turn into 1. So you can see that there are various ways how you can find your data. It also works with characters. So hope you guys understood everything what COUNTIF and COUNTIFs function does, and thank you for watching this video.